And here's some backstage footage earlier today exclusively on WWE.com where Vince McMahon named a stipulation for a tag team matchup between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk against The Shield, and it was determined that it would be an Extreme Rules tag team match. So that's something to look forward to later on. Let's get into the pay-per-view.
WWE Tag Team Championship. Approaching the ring, Dolph Ziggler, Big E, Lance Storm, and The Ascension.
Things are exactly what they seem. I will define the things you dream. Protect the storm that you know it.
And introducing the challengers, Zack Ryder, and the All-American Jack Swagger, the new Millennia.
What's up, YouTube? This is Mathis97, and welcome back to another episode of WWE13 Universe Mode. And today we're bringing the Vengeance pay-per-view, and we're going to kick things off here with the Unified WWE Tag Team Championship match between Big E Langston and Dolph Ziggler, the Ascension, going against the team of Zack Ryder and Jack Swagger, otherwise known as the New Millennia. And we do know that the tag team belts had been vacated as of, I think it was Over the Limit. I'm pretty sure the titles were vacated shortly after Over the Limit. And now we're finally going to crown new WWE Tag Team Champions. And it's actually kind of, it's actually kind of funny. I just realized, the other day, while I was making this pay-per-view, that Jack Swagger has been in the opening matchup for every pay-per-view. Just go back and check, Extreme Rules, he faced Santino for the U.S. title. I think it was Over the Limit, he faced Dolph Ziggler for the U.S. title. Capital Punishment, he faced Big E Langston for the U.S. title, and now he's in this Tag Team Championship matchup to kick off the Vengeance pay-per-view. And of course, I'm not counting, pre-shows and all that stuff. I'm saying, for the actual pay-per-view. Jack Swagger's been in the opening match for every single one of them, which is kind of funny. But anyway, now as we see, there's a nice belly-to-belly slam by Dolph Ziggler. As we do now, there has been some sort of, lingering feud going between Ziggler and the New Millennia almost since the beginning of this Universe Mode, back when Jack Swagger became #1 contender for the U.S. title when he turned. Well, Zack Ryder helped him, giving him the steel chair to hit Drew McIntyre over the head with while the referee was unconscious. And since then, Swagger and Ryder have been tag team partners. And then, of course, we know Ziggler was Swagger's former tag team partner and came back for some retribution. He faced Zack Ryder at Extreme Rules in a matchup where he ended up getting the victory, which then got him into a match against Swagger for the U.S. title. And then, of course, we know at that was at Over the Limit for the U.S. title. And then, of course, at Capital Punishment, when Ziggler's heavy Big E Langston faced Swagger for the title, when the tag team tournament was already underway. And they were, I think we were close to the finale, but they weren't quite #1 contenders just yet. And then now, of course, they will be competing for those tag team titles. You see nice acrobatics there from Ziggler to knock the arm away of Zack Ryder. And this pay-per-view, I'm pretty sure overall, is the longest pay-per-view I've uploaded in this Universe Mode history, which is good. Great way to finish things off here. Real quick, I want to let you guys know about the Overboard pay-per-view. The 30-man, like, Royal Rumble style match, that isn't really going to be possible because the game will either freeze in the loading screen or freeze during the match, so that's not going to be a possibility. I think I'll figure out some way to do it, but I think I might end up doing, like, I don't know, leave some suggestions in the comments down below. How do you think I should go about it? Someone said about, like, editing a bunch of gauntlets together, or, like, I can't do a Call Royal Rumble. It just won't let me, not even with 10, which I tried. Like, the farthest I've gotten so far is 9. So it looks like I'm going to have to maybe edit together, like, 5-6-man battle royals, meaning, like, only showing the entrances or eliminations. Something kind of like that. I mean, I'm sure I'll make it work, but, and then, like, have the 5 face off at a championship scramble or something. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to see, if you have any suggestions on how to work on that, let me know in the comments down below. But for this Vengeance pay-per-view, we know we have the tag team title match here right now. We also have, hey, you know what, I'm not even going to run down a breakdown of the card because, you know, it's all going to be down in the description below. So if you want to skip ahead to whatever sort of match you want to skip ahead to, if you just want to skip to the main event, then that'll be down there. If there's a certain match that you're looking forward to and you just want to sort of go out of order and just skip around, feel free to do that. There will be links to those start times for each match in the comments, or not in the comments, in the description. And, you know, of course, if you want to see the whole pay-per-view, then just stick around for the ride. It should be fun. I'll be here to do the whole commentary. And there we see a nice double flapjack there. But anyway, yeah, if you want to skip ahead to any matches, links are down in the description, and I'm pretty sure if you wanted to do that by now, you would have done it. So, anyway, let's get into this tag team matchup here. Big E Langston and Jack Swagger, now the two legal men, as Swagger counters the Irish Whip. And now Big E Langston counters with a knee lift. And now both superstars in a lockup, and Big E Langston overpowering Jack Swagger. And also I want to add a quick note for WWE 2K14. Even like some superstars, I will be continuing, or as long as I can get like cause, I plan on bringing back, you know, superstars like Rob Van Dam, Curtis Axel, Big E Langston. You know, the kind of superstars, I mean, DLC at this point that I'm doing the commentary still hasn't even been revealed yet. And I'm doing this commentary on a Friday, which means I should be uploading SmackDown today, or, well, 2 days ago. I gotta stop doing this. That's probably not fun for people to hear when I'm talking about stuff and times, and yeah. But anyway, hopefully with, like, DLC, I mean, even up until then, if guys are DLC, I'll still probably get cause to last me until then. Maybe not. It depends on the superstars, I guess, because with WWE 13, since I knew they were on DLC, I didn't really get any calls for people, guys like Ryback, and can't really think of anybody else, but Ryback definitely off the top of my head, I didn't get a call for him. Anyway, so WWE 2K14 just around the corner. That Overboard pay-per-view, though, I know I don't like rushing pay-per-views like but I kind of had to. I mean, I guess I could have done the main event on like a SmackDown or Raw or something, which might have been a better idea or something like that, but anyway, so that'll be coming up before the release of WWE 2K14, I hope. Actually, at the time I'm doing this, I still have yet to do the Vengeance, the promo, no, not promo, the preview. Yeah, that thing, the little, like, video thing, highlight packages, and off the big ending, as I kind of no-sold that, but Swagger no-sells it as well, kicking out. Anyway, so, the Vengeance thing, I still got to work on that, but I will have that up. I actually did pre-render the whole pay-per-view. Oh god, that took forever. So, yeah, I ended up pre-rendering it. Then I'm gonna have to do the commentary. Then add the commentary back in and render it again. So you guys better love me for this. Hit the like button right now. Do it now. No. All right. Seriously. It's friendly rating reminder. Feel free to leave a like, and if you haven't unsubscribed, or no, I'm kidding. Anyway, I should probably talk about the match now. Okay. So, Dolph Ziggler now setting him up there for a nice. Not a snapmare, but yeah, it was like a snapmare into a neck snap, and then the elbow drop is, I swear, like every tag team match those two have been in, that's like the only tag team move they've used. I mean, can they do something else? And Big E Langston now setting him up for the Rings of Saturn submission hold, as Jack Swagger, he's able to get out of it with that big knee to the face of Big E Langston. And now Swagger, oh, I thought he was going to make a tag to Ryder, but instead there's a nice belly to back German suplex thingy thing, yeah. And now anyway, Jack Swagger, the Irish Whip, sending Big E into his corner, and now he makes a tag into Zack Ryder. And now Zack Ryder, there's the double team, and a double back body drop. Wow, they got Big E Langston really far up there. That was actually kind of shocking that they got him up there. And now Zack Ryder with a camel clutch. Well, Ryder's not usually too much of a submission guy, but whatever. And now Big E Langston powers out of it, dropping Ryder onto the mat. And now it looks like he's going to make a tag to Ziggler here. And yep, he makes the tag to Ziggler, who is wearing the pink tights. And yeah, we got Ryder in the black. I really like those black superstar threads I made for Zack Ryder this year. They were fantastic. Of course, if you all know, if you haven't seen it, my WWE13 top 10 superstar threads video, Zack Ryder was in the top 3, I think. Pretty sure he was up there. But yeah, I really like Zack Ryder superstar threads this year. And there's a gut wrench. Powerbomb by Jack Swagger. And now here's the cover. 1. And Ziggler kicks out. But anyway, like I was saying about Zack Ryder, I really liked his superstar threads this year. And the ones that he has for WWE2K14 are looking pretty cool as well. Can't wait to get into all the superstar threads and stuff like that. I don't plan on posting superstar threads videos because that seems like that's what a lot of people do. Yeah, I'm probably not going to, I mean, unless I get like requests for them or something, I'm probably not going to do like superstar threads videos because, I don't know, it seems like a lot of people like to do that. And I kind of want to do something a little bit different. I mean, I guess Universe Mode isn't all that different, but I mean, the concept is the same, but really each Universe Mode series is its own individual thing. Like, for example, the storylines are different. I add in like a bunch of the cutscenes to mine, which hopefully in 2K14 I won't have to do because of all of the added cutscenes that they've brought in. Or not added cutscenes, but the rivalry mode, rivalry manager, so that way the game will add in its own cutscenes. So that should hopefully make things a little bit easier. Big E Langston sort of just gave Ziggler the cold shoulder there for whatever reason. The AI is stupid. Anyway, so now Ziggler was going to make a tag, and now it looks like he's giving Big E the cold shoulder as Big E was calling for a tag, but Ziggler would not tag in Big E Langston, and now Ziggler up on the top rope here. I hope he has that face crusher off the top rope in 2K14 as there's the nice superplex off of the top rope. And now Ziggler is going to make a tag into Big E Langston. And now Big E, look, as Ryder was still going after Ziggler there, but now he takes Big E down with a hip toss. And now looks like he's going to make a tag to Swagger, but Swagger's not there. And now it's too late as Big E, he has Ryder from behind for a nice pump handle slam. Or no, that was like a pump handle. I don't know. That wasn't really a slam because he didn't really power him. I don't know. Anyway, so Ryder now sent Big E into the corner, but Big E actually countered with like a drop kick sort of thing. Never seen that from Big E. But now Ryder makes a tag into Swagger. And once again, they send Big E off the ropes. And there's a double hip toss to Big E Langston. And see, this team can use a variety of tag team maneuvers. And now once again, Swagger with the Rings of Saturn submission hold, trying to make Big E tap out. I'd actually be surprised if Big E tapped out here. But no, Big E counters with a knee to the face. And now here's Jack Swagger, setting him up for a nice belly-to-back toss. And now Big E back to his feet, raking the eyes of Jack Swagger. And now it looked like he was going after him, but there, a small package roll-up by Swagger. And no, Big E kicks out, powers out after a count of 1. And now Big E, he's got Swagger from behind, but Swagger now has Big E by the arm. And there's a nice mini fireman's carry takedown. And now he's got the sleeper hold locked in, looking to wear out Big E Langston. Maybe try to set him up for another gut wrench powerbomb. I mean, Swagger hasn't really worked the ankle too much in this match, so it would seem like the smarter strategy to go right for the gut wrench and just go for the pinfall. As now Big E makes a tag to Ziggler. I really hope it'd be pretty cool if Dolph Ziggler has a comeback in 2K14, because I saw that Alberto Del Rio has one, and Del Rio turned face. I mean, Del Rio, I guess, at the early beginning of the year was face, but I'm kind of hoping that Ziggler could have a comeback. Wouldn't be too surprised if he didn't, though. I'm actually not too sure if he's supposed to be face or heel in that game. There hasn't really been too much to really give that away yet, but anywho, Ziggler now, he's got Swagger from behind, and there's an Irish whip into the opposite corner. That wasn't very smart by Ziggler. And now Swagger counters, and now Ziggler's in trouble, but Ziggler's able to fight out of it. And now a small package roll-up by Swagger. 1, 2, 3. No, Dolph Ziggler just barely kicked out there. It was almost a 3 count. And now Jack Swagger setting him up for a signature maneuver there, dropping Ziggler onto his back. And now Swagger pulling him away from the ropes. Hooks the leg here. No, not even 1 count. Dolph Ziggler kicks out. And now Jack Swagger, he's got him again. Another gut-wrench powerbomb by Jack Swagger. And this one could be it. That one should be it, actually. Swagger into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and we are looking at your new WWE Unified Tag Team Champions, the New Millennia, the team of Jack Swagger and Zack Ryder, defeat the Ascension here, and Zack Ryder wins back the Unified Tag Team titles as, well, Ryder was, no, or was it Swagger? I don't know. No, Ryder. Ryder was one half of the Tag Team Champions before they were vacated, and now he's got back the gold, this time with Jack Swagger. How long will the New Millennia's reign as the Tag Team Champions last? I guess, well, we're going to have to wait to find out. I mean, will the Ascension get a rematch? Who knows? But anyway, pretty good matchup here to kick off the pay-per-view. Let's move on to the next one.
Making his way to the ring from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, weighing 227 pounds, he is the Intercontinental Champion, Christian.
Welcome back to the Vengeance pay-per-view as we move on to the next matchup here between the Intercontinental Champion Christian versus the number 1 contender Curtis Axel, with the Intercontinental Championship on the line, of course. As we know, Curtis Axel never really had a number 1 contenders match, but he did win some impressive matches, starting from his debut when he defeated the Intercontinental Champion Christian, and I think he had like a string of 3 victories, which got him this number 1 contendership role and got him this matchup against Christian here tonight at Vengeance. As now we see Curtis Axel, looks like he's starting off with the upper hand here. Gonna Irish whip Christian into the ring post here. Well, into the turnbuckle, not the ring post. And now Christian from behind. But no, Curtis Axel counters, working the arm once again. And now he's got Christian by the face, and there's an elbow to the face of Christian. And Christian, we know, Christian had a few matches in recent weeks. Ryback getting involved lately. We know Christian actually defeated Ryback, the returning Ryback, might I add, a few weeks ago. And then we had a tag team match on SmackDown between the team of Christian and the returning Rey Mysterio up against the team of Curtis Axel and Ryback. The victory, of course, going to Curtis Axel and Ryback. So Curtis Axel carrying the momentum leading into this one, but we'll have to see if he can walk out with not only the momentum, but the championship, as we see Christian driving the boots into the back of the skull, driving, well, not the back of the skull, like the back of the neck, driving Curtis Axel's throat into the ring ropes. And now Curtis Axel with a nice swinging neck breaker, taking down Christian. And now Curtis Axel from behind. He's going to Irish whip Christian, but he pulls him back into a nice belly-to-belly throw there. Not something we usually see from Curtis Axel, but I guess Curtis Axel is going to have to open up some new moves in his arsenal tonight if he hopes to become the new Intercontinental Champion and defeat Captain Charisma, who went for a dropkick, but was denied by Curtis Axel. Now Curtis Axel backed up there, getting a running start for that clothesline. And now Christian with a spinning wheel kick there, and now reverse elbows. Christian looking to get fired up here, looking to get started in this one, but no, Curtis Axel now by the arm, but there's a counter by Christian, and now the drop kick connects, dropping Curtis Axel, and now Christian has him by the head, takes him down with a snapmare, and now he goes off the ropes with a big drop kick there to the face of Curtis Axel as he hooks the leg here, and no, Curtis Axel kicks out before count of 1. And now Christian, the Irish whip, sends Curtis Axel into the turnbuckle, but Curtis Axel with a nice counter, putting Christian back. And now Christian with another counter, and that's a drop kick counter there from Curtis Axel, who now works the head of Christian with a headlock. And now once again grabbing him by the face there with the elbow. And now Christian sweeps out the legs of Curtis Axel and looking to work on the leg here, looking to maybe hyperextend the knee. And now Christian, he picks up Curtis Axel, has him in a headlock here. And once again, going back to the leg as he takes him down and drops the knee onto, well, not really dropping the knee onto the knee, but just twisting it all up there. That can't feel too good. I can't speak. And now Curtis Axel, Irish whip, but he pulls him back into another belly-to-belly throw. Curtis Axel showing us some offense that he hasn't used before. And now there's another swinging neck breaker from Curtis Axel. And the number 1 contender has Christian off his feet here. And Christian, you see, he was a little bit, well, we know he did get busted open on Friday Night SmackDown, so maybe his equilibrium is a little bit off here. As you see, he kept going to punch Curtis Axel, but he kept missing. And now Curtis Axel looking to capitalize with the McGillicudder, working the head and neck there. And Curtis Axel could go for a pin, but this looks like a bit of a rookie mistake here as he's going after the announce table. I'm not exactly sure why he didn't go for the cover there. And now Curtis Axel looks like he's starting to recover some sense. Looking to pin Christian here, but it could be too late. 1, 2, and Christian kicks out. And you had to think, if Curtis Axel had pinned Christian any sooner, he most likely would have been your new Intercontinental Champion, but I guess we'll never know. Christian now takes down Curtis Axel with that running clothesline to the face, and now there's a kick to the gut, sending Curtis Axel into the turnbuckle. And now Christian with a drop kick to the face, as now he slaps Curtis Axel, maybe trying to slap some sense into him. Is Curtis Axel. I don't know what came over him to make him not go for the pin. But now Christian looking to make him pay for it, but a nice counter by Curtis Axel. And now a shoulder tackle, as he's got Christian now hanging him upside down in the Tree of Woe. But now Christian counters, driving Curtis Axel's head into his knee. And now, I don't know what that was. Anyway, so off the swinging neckbreaker, Curtis Axel now. Elbow to the face, and now Christian once again is busted open. Working on the cut of Christian that he had on Friday Night SmackDown. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. No, not a 2 count. Christian manages to kick out. But yeah, like I said earlier, Christian's equilibrium could be a little bit off here. And I know as he was pretty quick to get busted open there by Curtis Axel due to the events of SmackDown. And once again, Curtis Axel working the head with a swinging neckbreaker. But Christian sweeps out the legs of Curtis Axel, takes him down. And now Christian has him up on his shoulders here for a nice 1-knee gut buster there. But Christian still looking to inflict more damage onto Curtis Axel. Curtis Axel's had the majority of the upper hand in this one. And now Christian, he's got Curtis Axel down into the ropes there. Slaps him in the back of the head. And this is vintage Christian right here, folks. And again, another slap to the face. And Christian going to the top rope here. Could be looking for the frog splash, but no, he gets up. And he went for a drop kick. But Curtis Axel managed to sidestep, causing Christian to land on his face. And now Christian with a swinging neck breaker of his own to take down Curtis Axel. And the challenger could be in trouble here as Christian with a frog splash hooks the leg. 1. No! Curtis Axel still kicks out at a count of 1 from the frog splash. So it's going to take a little more than that to put away the number 1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. And now Christian gets taken down by the swinging neckbreaker once again from Curtis Axel. And Curtis Axel now picks Christian up to his feet. And there's a hard Irish whip, sending Christian falling to the outside here. And Curtis Axel now in control of this one. But Christian counters. It looked like he was going to throw him into the steel steps, but he pulled him back into a reverse elbow. And now dropping an elbow on the gut of Curtis Axel. And once again, looking to work maybe another gut buster here. No, it's a flapjack this time, dropping Curtis Axel onto his face as Christian goes into the ring looking to break the count. And Christian back to the outside, picking up Curtis Axel, and now Irish whipping him back into the ring. As referee had to restart the count now. At a count of 2, Christian gets back into the ring. And now Christian was going for an Irish whip, but it was countered by Curtis Axel. And there's a back body drop by Curtis Axel, the son of Mr. Perfect, looking to perfect the Intercontinental Championship here tonight. As Christian Irish whips Curtis Axel into the corner, went for a drop kick, but Curtis Axel managed to sidestep. And now here's Christian off a gut kick. Kill switch, engage, busting open Curtis Axel. And now Christian hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3, and Christian retains the Intercontinental Championship here tonight at Vengeance, defeating quite a challenger in Curtis Axel. But in the end, Curtis Axel could not overcome Captain Charisma, and Christian once again walks out of the pay-per-view with the Intercontinental Championship. And he's held that championship since he won it back at Extreme Rules. And who can take that Intercontinental Championship from Christian? Well, who knows? I guess we'll have to see what will go down for the Intercontinental Championship in a few weeks. Will Curtis Axel try for a rematch? Could maybe Ryback go after the championship? Maybe Rey Mysterio wants a shot. Who knows? But anyway, Christian wins here tonight.
Following contest is for the World Heavyweight Championship.
It's the
Introducing the challenger from Manchester, England, United Kingdom, weighing 246 pounds, Wade Barrett. And his opponent from Dublin, Ireland, weighing 272 pounds, he is the World Heavyweight Champion, the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
And welcome back to the Vengeance pay-per-view. as we move on to our World Heavyweight Championship contest between the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus, and his opponent, the Bare Knuckle Brawler, the fighter from Manchester, winner of NXT Season 1, the Barrett Barrage, Wade Barrett here. Hashtag Bad News Barrett. I have no idea. I gave him a lot of taglines there. Anyway, so Wade Barrett, he won a #1 Contenders Fatal 4-Way match, defeating the likes of Daniel Bryan, who since has been traded to SmackDown and will be competing in a tag team match later on tonight. But Wade Barrett defeated the likes of Daniel Bryan, Kane, and Alberto Del Rio to become the #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. This was a few weeks ago. And since then, Wade Barrett has carried the momentum into this pay-per-view. Sheamus did get a victory over the World's Strongest Man, Mark Henry, on SmackDown last Friday night. But Wade Barrett would not let Sheamus carry any sort of momentum into this pay-per-view, attacking Sheamus after the match, proving that Wade Barrett was on top, and that Wade... Oh, there's a nice spinebuster counter there. But proving that Wade Barrett was the top dog in this World Heavyweight Championship division, and showing his confidence that he can defeat Sheamus, or I guess it could be the other way around. Could be an act of cowardice on the part of Wade Barrett, and this would just be a way to help him get an upper hand of Sheamus heading into the pay-per-view. Either way, Wade Barrett carrying the majority of the momentum leading into this one, but Sheamus with a nice back suplex, looking to start off this match with some momentum, as he's got Barrett in a headlock, but a counter by Wade Barrett. And Barrett now the Irish whip, but he pulls him back into a sidewalk slam. And I mean, if you guys know me, and I mean, if you've been a subscriber to me for a while, you know that I enjoy Wade Barrett. That I really like Wade Barrett. He used to be on my... Actually, I think he is still on my avatar. Yeah, because I have Antonio Cesaro and Wade Barrett. I do plan on changing that at some point, like, just to give it a new look for 2K14. But you guys should know that Wade Barrett's one of my favorite superstars in the WWE today. So, I mean, there could be a little bit of favoritism, but I did let this match play out with the CPU because, you know, I probably would have played as Wade Barrett given the choice. Because, I mean, Sheamus and Wade Barrett, it's pretty obvious who I'd choose between the two. I mean, a Sheamus versus Wade Barrett feud would actually be pretty entertaining to watch on TV. Hey, WWE, push Wade Barrett. Okay, enough of that. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that I am a fan of Wade Barrett. Can't wait for WWE2K14. He's got that midair bullhammer. Oh my god, I can't wait to play as Wade Barrett. That is going to be so sick. Yep, he's getting a push in 2K14. I have no idea. We'll have to see how Universe Mode plays out. Barrett very well could leave the Vengeance pay-per-view the new world champion, and well, I guess he would get a push in 2K14 if that were the case, but I guess we'll have to find out. Another move I saw from Sheamus, he's got his the 10 count punches in the ropes, the clubs to the chest or whatever. Yeah, he's got that, and the crowd does a count with it. One thing that's cool about 2K14 is how the crowd has been getting involved, but everything that they've shown in the their entrance and finisher videos and the gameplay stuff, there has been no commentary whatsoever. So hopefully that means they have the commentators turned off or something. Otherwise, that's pretty bad for commentary and stuff, but I don't know. I just don't think... if that's their final audio, that is really bad. But they did work on a lot of other improvements, so maybe in the next gen, when 2K takes over, because 2K tends to have some pretty good commentary, so we'll have to see what they can do there. But anyway, now, Wade Barrett back in control of this one, but Sheamus with a nice counter. This has actually been a pretty back-and-forth match so far, as Wade Barrett now sends Sheamus... No, he pulls him back, and now takes him down from behind with a club to the back. And now Wade Barrett locking in a single-leg Boston Crab here to Sheamus. And Sheamus, can he get to the ropes here? It might be a little too close. And indeed, Sheamus gets the rope break, forcing Wade Barrett to break the hold, or else Barrett would be disqualified. That's one thing also about rope breaks that I liked in the older games, how you could work the 5 count. But now in the newer games, every time it's a rope break, you have to break immediately. I don't really like that too much. I kind of hope they bring it back so you can actually work the 5 count, maybe even get yourself disqualified if that's what you want to happen. But, I mean, that was a cool addition in the older games. Kind of sucks that they took that out. Hopefully they bring that back at some point. But now Wade Barrett working the knee of Sheamus there, driving his knee into the knee, as that was pretty redundant there. But now, once again, a single-leg Boston Crab. And Wade Barrett could be looking to make Sheamus tap out here, but Sheamus fights him off. And I guess Wade Barrett trying to utilize a submission move of his own. As we know, Sheamus likes to utilize the Texas Cloverleaf. Locked it in twice on Mark Henry on SmackDown, so maybe Sheamus trying to neutralize the lower back, or Wade Barrett trying to neutralize the lower back or legs of Sheamus, not only to take away the power, but just to sort of give himself his own submission hold to try and combat that of Sheamus. And now Wade Barrett stomping the arm, as Wade Barrett's just been all over the place trying to take out Sheamus, working on the arm, the leg. Wait, the challenger is putting up quite a fight here. I don't know, we may be seeing a new world champion here tonight. And once again, Barrett working on the lower back, now the abdominals of Sheamus with that abdominal stretch, but Sheamus counters, hip tossing Wade Barrett out of the maneuver. And now Sheamus sets him up for an elbow drop to the sternum of Wade Barrett. And now Sheamus, he picks up Wade Barrett, but Barrett blocked the punch and fought back with one of his own, as obviously the bare knuckle brawler has that brawling, rugged style. And of course, the bullhammer elbow, which, I mean, in this case, is the rolling elbow, but he gets a bullhammer elbow in 2K14. Can't wait for that. I'm so stoked. Only like a week away or so, week or so away. Well, I guess if you're, oh wait, speaking of the Texas Cloverleaf, Sheamus has the Texas Cloverleaf locked in out of nowhere. Wade Barrett, can he get a rope breaker? Is he going to be able to power out of this? And Wade Barrett does. He's able to get out of the camel clutch. And, what else was I going to say? Crap, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, 2K14 comes out. Wait a minute, Wade Barrett, bullhammer! Bullhammer elbow by Wade Barrett. Could that be it? Could we be looking at a new world champion here tonight? Wade Barrett dragging Sheamus away. Come on, Wade, here we go. One. No, Sheamus kicks out. I'm a little disappointed there. A little part of me just died. No, I'm kidding. But I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Anyway, so WWE2K14 comes out October 29th here in the U.S., or if you're in other places, it comes out November 1st internationally. I'm pretty sure that's the case. So I will be doing WWE2K14 coverage, 30 years of WrestleMania. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fantastic. Can't wait. And now Wade Barrett once again back with the single leg Boston Crab, but this time Sheamus center of the ring just about. But no, Sheamus this time has to power out of it. And now the Celtic Warrior looked like he was going for some offense, but Barrett was able to shove him off. And now there's a kick to the gut, working it into a headlock as Wade Barrett pulls him back off an Irish whip into a sidewalk slam, as Wade Barrett has been working the lower back of Sheamus in this one. But now Sheamus, belly-to-belly throw, suplex maneuver to Wade Barrett, and he went to drop a double axe handle, but Barrett fires back with a clothesline, and Wade Barrett maybe looking after the arm once again, and stomps on the elbow, well, near the elbow of Sheamus. And now Sheamus back into it with another belly-to-belly suplex, throwing Wade Barrett halfway across the ring. And now Sheamus just pounding away at the face of Wade Barrett there. And now Wade Barrett looks like he's been busted open here. But Barrett back up onto his feet, almost using that to drive him here. And now a belly-to-belly suplex of his own, taking Sheamus down. And Wade Barrett could be looking, he could be running on adrenaline here. And, I don't know, could be trying to, I don't know. I wanted to say something about, like, him getting busted open, but I just can't piece the words together. So I'm just going to drop that subject. And a belly-to-belly takedown by Sheamus. And Sheamus went to drop a double axe handle, but once again, Barrett counters. And now here's Sheamus out of nowhere with an Irish Curse backbreaker. And now Sheamus dragging Barrett into the center of the ring. Could be looking for the... No, I thought he was going for the Texas Cloverleaf. 2 count. And 3. Sheamus gets the victory. That was actually a little surprising that he won off the Irish Curse. But he did soften up the back a little bit with the Texas Cloverleaf, so it is understandable. Sheamus now, once again, retains his World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, he's been in this division since the beginning. I mean, he did lose the belt to Del Rio at Extreme Rules, but he won it back at Over the Limit. And Sheamus has been the world champion ever since. Who can stop the Celtic Warrior? And who will be the next challenge for Sheamus? I mean, we know there is a very heated contenders division for this world title. Could be anyone of the likes of Edge, Randy Orton, Mark Henry, hell, maybe even Wade Barrett. Who knows? I guess we'll have to find out in the coming weeks.
You think you know?
Following pounds. The superstar.
Welcome back now to the Vengeance pay-per-view, where we move on. Speaking of World Heavyweight Championship #1 contenders, we have 3 superstars here competing in that division, as we see Orton out with a Thesz press to Mark Henry, and then of course we have Edge. And we know Randy Orton and Mark Henry were chosen by, well, respectively, Randy Orton chosen as the opponent for Wade Barrett a few weeks ago by Sheamus, and Mark Henry the same for Wade Barrett in that pick your poison style matchup a few weeks ago. Edge then 2 weeks ago saved Sheamus from the Savior Jam, who possibly could have been trying to injure Sheamus there, was working on the ankle with a chair. But Edge only returned at Capital Punishment. Orton and Mark Henry, well, Mark Henry's never really been, he hasn't really left, but he's never really been involved in a whole lot in this universe mode. I do plan to change that in 2K14. I'd kind of like to see Mark Henry get some work in that universe mode. But Orton returned a few weeks ago, also in that same month of Capital Punishment, when he returned to face Curtis Axel. But these 3 superstars definitely in the hunt for that World Heavyweight Championship. And with Sheamus retaining here tonight, this division is just all up for grabs. I mean, you could consider these 3 superstars definitely in the hunt for that belt. We have, of course, Wade Barrett, who just lost here tonight. Could want a rematch, you never know. We have Alberto Del Rio, the former World Heavyweight Champion, and, you know, he's going to want to go after that belt. Oh, nice move there. That was actually a pretty cool sequence there where Mark Henry ducked the clothesline, and then Orton got hit with a drop kick by Edge. That actually went together pretty well. That was actually a pretty cool thing there. But anyway, and then, of course, You know, Kane, he was in that Fatal 4-Way a few weeks ago. We haven't seen much of Kane, but you never know. He could always be a wild card if he would make any sort of appearance. And any other superstar who's on that roster, maybe, I don't know. I just can't really think of anybody on the top of my head. But with 2K14, I know in this year with WWE13, I didn't really do a whole much of a brand split. I kind of did it, you know, when I brought in the UCW thing, it was sort of like WWE was joined together. But even before that, I didn't really have a brand split. But I don't really like that style too much. I want to have a brand split in WWE2K14. So we're bringing back the brand split. That's right. Raw and SmackDown are going to be their own separate brands, which I've kind of tried to do recently in WWE13. Like, just, I was trying to make it more of a brand split, have each each brand have their own talent. And that's also a good thing. By picking up where I left off in WWE2K14, we've got the SummerSlam pay-per-view, but I really want to get a lot done in there, and maybe even we'll get to have a WWE draft, who knows, but I know I did sort of make a thing where superstars were kind of traded, where I sent Daniel Bryan and RVD over to Raw. I don't know if I actually moved anyone to SmackDown. I think I did, but I don't remember who it was, but anyway, so maybe I could, like, instigate some quote-unquote excuse me, I burped. Not instigate. What am I saying? I can't even think of what that means. Oh god, I opened Norton. Go away, Norton. Okay. Anyway, not instigate. What? Oh god, that better not mean something inappropriate, because I don't think it does, but I just can't think of the meaning of that word off the top of my head or why I used it. But like, I try to make I could make some quote-unquote trades between the two shows. But now Edge off the top rope here could be setting up Mark Henry for a spear. And here's Edge, but he spears Orton instead. The former RKO partner, now one. And a kick out, but Orton manages to kick out there. As there's a little bit of a transition there. Because this match did get really slow, and it dragged on for quite a while. And considering this was just a sort of a filler match, I didn't really see the point in letting it go on for, you know, like 15 minutes. I don't know, I just didn't really see the point in that. So I did sort of trim it up a little bit. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no, I said the RKO partner. I meant rated RKO, but you guys know what I meant. Anyway, so, I think I was talking about something else there, but I was probably done, so I'm just going to talk about the match now. As we see, Edge now, big boot to the face of Mark Henry, as Orton is groggy here off his daze. I can't say, I'm like formulating 3 or 4 different thoughts at once, and they're all like running together, so like, I don't know. I'm just not going to go off on a side tangent on that. And now a kick to the gut of Mark Henry, but now all three superstars just trading blows back and forth as Randy Orton Irish whips Edge into the corner, but Edge is able to get out of it, kicking Orton in the leg. And now he spins Orton around. And there's a hard Irish whip sending him bouncing off the turnbuckle. And now Edge, he's got Orton here. Execution DDT. And now Randy Orton's been busted open, but now Mark Henry taking down or distracting Edge before Edge could capitalize on that. Big knee lift from Mark Henry. And now there's a punch to the face by Edge. Went for the gut kick, but he got caught. And now here's Mark Henry. It looked like he was going for a World's Strongest Slam, but Orton broke it up. And now Randy Orton with a sleeper hold here to Edge. Looking to make Edge pass out. Not so much as tap out, but just pass out here. And now Orton with an RKO out of nowhere. Mark Henry into a cover. 1, 2. No, but Orton just breaks it up at the last second. How cool of a finish would that be if Orton did the damage with the RKO and then Mark Henry got the pin? That would have been a pretty cool ending. But now Mark Henry, big punches and a DDT, busting open the Rated R Superstar from Randy Orton. And now Edge back onto his feet, looking to take out Orton. But now a small package roll-up from Orton as Mark Henry's a bit distracted. 1 count, 2, and 3. Randy Orton wins the match with the roll-up while Mark Henry was distracted. Randy Orton defeating Edge off the small package. And Randy Orton, the Legend Killer, the Viper, gets the victory in this triple threat match. And that definitely has to move him up the rankings in the World Heavyweight Championship division. Possibly even near that #1 contender rank. So you have to wonder, could Orton maybe be seeking a World Heavyweight Championship match against Sheamus in the coming weeks? Could he maybe challenge for SummerSlam? Who knows? But Orton, this is definitely a big victory here tonight, and definitely could put him in that #1 contender spot. And you have to think it actually would. I don't know. Wade Barrett is also up there, but he did lose tonight, so I'd have to say Orton is the #1 contender. And next up on the cards is the tag team Extreme Rules match between the team of CM Punk and Daniel Bryan going up against the Shield's Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. And this match was made an Extreme Rules tag team match earlier on in the show, or well, actually earlier today, exclusively on WWE.com. Later revealed that Vince McMahon named a surprise stipulation to this match, making it an Extreme Rules tag team match, which also makes it a Tornado tag team match. So we'll have to see who can thrive better with, as we know, the Shield thrives in chaos, and this very well could give them the advantage, but you never know. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan, the added weapons and being able to work as a team could be just what they need to be able to put away the Shield once and for all. Anywho, so we know that it was supposed to be Seth Rollins facing CM Punk for the WWE Championship at Capital Punishment. Instead, Dean Ambrose threw himself into that one. Still really not too sure about what exactly went down there, but the Shield pulled a little trickery or something. The Shield just fooled everyone there. I don't know exactly what their plan was, if they were in cahoots with then Raw General Manager John Laurinaitis, but I don't know, whatever happened. Dean Ambrose now the WWE Champion, and CM Punk, he had a rematch clause, but he did lose to Dean Ambrose and was then later attacked by the Shield. And then Daniel Bryan and Therm, the ECW Heavyweight Champion, came down to save CM Punk. And later on, Daniel Bryan wanted to challenge CM Punk to a match at Vengeance, but Vince McMahon would deny Daniel Bryan the opportunity, instead putting him on a tag team with CM Punk to face the Shield here tonight. So we have to wonder, once this match is done and over with, is Daniel Bryan, well, I'm sure Daniel Bryan's still going to be requesting that match with CM Punk, but the question is, will he get that match? I guess only time will tell. But for now, we have to see if these two superstars can even make it past the Shield, as we see CM Punk with a nice acrobatic maneuver off the top rope. And now there's a big clothesline countered into an arm drag by Daniel Bryan to Roman Reigns, as now CM Punk looks like he's going out of the ring for a table. And Seth Rollins out there as well, knocking the table out of the hands of CM Punk. As now Roman Reigns and Daniel Bryan continue in the ring, as we see a nice clothesline there. And now Seth Rollins has Punk over the apron. There's a nice elbow to the face. As now a snapmare taken by Roman Reigns into a fist drop onto Daniel Bryan. And anyway, now it seems like we're at a little bit of a stalemate here. Neither of these teams really exactly too sure what they want to do yet in this one. So they're just sort of all walking around here. No one's really doing anything. Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns are back to wrestling over there. And now Seth Rollins has CM Punk. Well, he had him up against the barricade, but Punk now back out of it. And now there's an Irish whip going to send Rollins back into the ring. And there's an elbow to the face of Seth Rollins, as now Daniel Bryan has Roman Reigns by the arm. But Roman Reigns counters now into a headlock. And he Irish whips him into the steel steps. And Daniel Bryan trips over the steel steps. Roman Reigns now has a guitar? Is that what that is? Yep, Roman Reigns has a guitar. And I thought I'd seen everything here, folks. That would just be awesome if you could bring your own weapons to the ring for something like this. You know, just come in, bring your own guitar, and watch it get bashed over somebody's head. That would just be a grand old time. That would seem like an ECW moment there. And now Roman Reigns back under the ring, and he's pulling out a steel chair now, as that's the nature of this Extreme Rules match. Tons of weapons under the ring, and I guess the fans have brought their own as well. So that is the nature of this contest. Extreme Rules, no disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is by pinfall or submission, and you can use whatever weapons you find to your advantage, as Daniel Bryan tried to get something from under the ring, but Roman Reigns cut him off. And now CM Punk going under the ring, and he's got a trash can there. It looks like a soda bottle, not a soda bottle, but like some sort of drink was brought into the match earlier on, as you see the cup over there on the left half of your screen while it was there. And a drop kick by Seth Rollins sends CM Punk back to the outside, and as you can see, there's the cup on the left side. Anyway, Daniel Bryan now has the steel chair, trying to use it as the ultimate equalizer, taking down Roman Reigns. Well, it didn't really even knock him off his feet, just sort of disoriented him. And off the face, bust by Roman Reigns. CM Punk now has that table lined up in the corner there in the ring. And Seth Rollins now has a novelty belt. Could be looking to smack someone in the face with that. And now an elbow to the face by Roman Reigns.
After all of these shots to the head, I've got a feeling that
And yeah, not too much is actually going on yet in this matchup. As you see, Seth Rollins not going back to the outside. CM Punk into the ring. And that is a nice back suplex by Roman Reigns. And I can't wait for WWE 2K14 when we get the Shield, because I don't know, it's just been weird having the Shield. You know, not all of them have Shield attire. Well, Seth Rollins doesn't have a Shield attire for one, and then it's not even their default attire, so they end up wrestling like their normal superstars. But in 2K14, they get their Shield attires, and they get their own movesets, which is sweet. Seth Rollins' moveset's looking great. Roman Reigns, we saw a little bit of a showcase in the finisher and entrance videos. But anyway, CM Punk, he's got Seth Rollins out for a go-to-sleep. And Seth Rollins, look, he's been busted open. Daniel Bryan just got suplexed on that trash can. One. And no, Roman Reigns gets over there to break it up. But then, yeah, we've seen Seth Rollins. He's got a lot of new moves, and they're looking great. And I'm pretty sure they haven't showcased all of them. The Blackout is looking pretty cool. I thought they were going to make it sort of a thing where he, like, runs off the ropes. But it's more of, like, from the side instead of from the head. Anyway, Roman Reigns cover, 1 count, and no, CM Punk kicks out. But I do like what they did with the Blackout, how they brought that in the game. They also have, what was his other finisher? It was, it was that, like, Shiran, what was it? It's like, I think in this game it's called, like, a Shiran, I'm gonna botch it so bad, but it sounds like a Japanese move. It's like UI, or like a UI ending. I think it's like Shiranoi. I don't know. I'm probably botching it, but oh well. As you see, Daniel Bryan now, here's the cover. Well, by Seth Rollins, but a kick out. Anyway, so I think CM Punk was just busted open, or was it Roman Reigns? I don't know. I wasn't really paying that much attention. And now Daniel Bryan gets dropped on his face. And I think it was CM Punk who was busted open. I don't know. But now Seth Rollins here. There's a knee to the gut. And now he sets him up for a big kick to the face as CM Punk just got a guitar bashed over his head. And now Seth Rollins not going for a cover there. That could cost him. As now he goes into the cover. 1. But no, Daniel Bryan kicks out. And Seth Rollins, if he had gone for the cover, probably would have taken down Bryan right there. But there's a big kick to the face as Seth Rollins getting fired up now. But his finisher in 2K14 is looking pretty cool. Seth Rollins into the cover. What? No, not even a 1 count as there's a kick out by Daniel Bryan. But he's got his turnbuckle powerbomb, which is nice. I think it'd be cool if they had the double team where Seth Rollins does the turnbuckle powerbomb and then it sets up the spear. I don't think that's going to be included because that really was something fairly new that he started doing, so I don't know if that'll be a case. Roman Reigns just DDT'd Punk on the trash can. 1, 2, 3, and Roman Reigns gets the victory for the Shield as they defeat CM Punk and Daniel Bryan. So the Shield victorious in this one. Have to wonder where this is going to go from here. What's the Shield's next move? What is next on the agenda of CM Punk or Daniel Bryan? Are we finally going to get that matchup between Daniel Bryan and CM Punk? Or, I don't know. What exactly is it? Where is this going to lead to? What do you guys think? So anyway, the Shield gets a win here tonight.
The WWE Divas Champion, Natalya. Buffalo, New York, Beth Phoenix.
And now the matchup before our main event, which will be the WWE Championship match between Therm and Dean Ambrose. Well, actually the WWE and UCW Heavyweight Unification title match. But now we have the Divas Championship matchup between Beth Phoenix and Natalya. And real quick, I want to know, do you guys want me to actually invest in the Divas division in 2K14? Because I tried to do that this year. I know I could have done it a little bit better, but I did try to invest in the Divas division somewhat, and I don't really know what the results were. I don't think they were all that great, but I don't know. I didn't execute that well either. That whole AJ Karma thing could have been a little bit better. But, yeah, I don't know. If you guys want me to, do you think I should spend more time on the Divas division, spend less time on the Divas division? Let me know down in the comments section below, because I don't know what you guys want to see. If you guys want me to just scrap the Divas entirely, I guess I could do that, but I don't know. I kind of would just like to have the Divas there. But I don't know. I can scrap the Divas division if you want. If you want me to push it even more, or that sounded weird. If you want me to, like, get behind the dang it, I can't, like, speak. I don't know how I want to say this. If you want me to, like, invest more time in the Divas division, make it, like, more of a storyline sort of thing, then let me know down in the comments below. Or if I should just scrap the thing entirely, you can let me know that as well. Anyway, so in this one we have Natalya and Beth Phoenix, and we know Natalya won the Divas Championship back at Capital Punishment from Beth Phoenix, who had held the championship ever since the beginning of this universe mode. But now she has lost it to Natalya, using her rematch clause here tonight. But she did have to go through AJ Lee, who did defeat Karma at Capital Punishment, in a steel cage match to get this opportunity. But Beth Phoenix did win that steel cage match against AJ Lee, getting her matchup here against Natalya for the Divas Championship. And this will just be a matchup of pure power between these two divas. As we know, Natalya likes to use that sharpshooter, and then of course Beth Phoenix with the glam slam that has put away many divas so far in this universe mode. And now anyway, as you see, this is another one of the moves I like in Natalya's moveset, this stalling suplex. She's just going to hold Beth Phoenix up there as the blood just rushes to the head of Beth Phoenix, and the suplex, she finishes. And that's just a fun move. I really like to use that move. But now Natalya could be looking to put away Beth Phoenix already here. Well, this wouldn't do a whole lot for the Divas division if it ended this quickly. And there's Natalya with the Natty by Nature clothesline. And could that be it, folks? As the discus clothesline, you see the replay, takes down Beth Phoenix. That could be it as Natalya hooks the leg. Not even a 1 count, and Beth Phoenix kicks out. She will have none of that. And now a running DDT by Beth Phoenix, as Beth Phoenix looking to mount some offense here. And I mean, if Beth Phoenix wants to regain that Divas Championship, I mean, I guess I can get a created superstar for her in 2K14 if that's the case. I mean, especially with 100 call slots. I can't wait for the game. It's so close, so close. I just can't wait for 2K14 to be here. 100 call slots, universe is looking great. There's just too many good things to say about this game. Hopefully it can execute and live up to the hype. I don't know, because with, like, WWE games, I guess as the internet grows, the hype and stuff, like rumors and speculations, all that stuff will get even bigger. But, like, my first PS3 game was SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, and I didn't really get into any sort of internet hype for a game, except maybe a little bit in WWE 12 with, like, I think there was a Miz interview. That's probably all I knew for that. WWE 13 was actually the first game that I was, like, invested in on the internet, like rumors and releases and all that stuff, like the entrance and finishers and all that kind of stuff. That was like my first game, so for me that was the most hyped up WWE game of all time, just because, well, not of all time, just the most hyped up game for me, because it was something new. I didn't really anytime before watch anything on like internet or all that stuff, like building up for a game, just sort of waited for it to come out, and yeah, that'd pretty much be it. And then Natalya Michinoku driver, and into a cover, that could be it, 1. But no, Beth Phoenix kicks out. But WWE 13 to me was like they build it up pretty well, the Live the Revolution. I was excited for the game. In my opinion, WWE 13 kind of under-delivered a little bit. I mean, they said like how the commentary was completely improved. It was almost exactly the same. I don't know, there were just a few things about WWE 13 that weren't that great. The difficulty could have been a lot more difficult. This sounds a little redundant, but it wasn't all that difficult of a game. The commentary was still pretty bad, but I mean, the commentary is something I wouldn't expect an improvement on. I mean, I don't really give a whole lot I don't really care a whole lot about the commentary. Would like it to be like an aspect of the game, but I mean, I don't know. Hopefully by like 2K15 it improves, because the way they've been like in the entrance and finisher videos for 2K14, there has been like no commentary whatsoever. So whether the commentary is just turned off or that's just it, then that kind of sucks for the audio, as we see a spear through the barricade by Beth Phoenix, right by Natalya's Divas Championship there, and that could that be some sort of foreshadowing? Could Natalya imagine losing that close to her Divas Championship, and now it's a 4 count? Beth Phoenix here, she could win by a count out, but I mean, that's not gonna get her the title, as we see Beth Phoenix realizes that, picking up Natalya. It's now a 6 count, though. I don't know why Beth Phoenix didn't go after Natalya. Maybe she's just going to break the count. That's a 7 now, and Natalya's got to get back into the ring, and she does, almost by a count of 8. And anyway, so WWE13, it was a pretty good game, but I have a feeling if I didn't make YouTube videos on it, I wouldn't have played it nearly as much as I did. I had a fun time playing it, but I mean, otherwise, there wasn't a whole lot of replayability, so I mean, overall, the game was okay. It was pretty good, but I don't think it was all that great. I mean, it was a pretty good game, but I mean, it could have been better. There were definitely some flaws. But anyway, WWE 2K14, if it lives up to the hype, I think it could be one of the best WWE games of all time, as long as it lives up to the hype, because now it was built up fantastically this year. They kept a bunch of things under wraps. Hell, the streak mode was just released only like a week or so ago, so I mean, they kept that. I mean, the game comes out in less than a month, and they're releasing a new game mode. I mean, they just really built up this game well this year. Everything about the game was looking fantastic. I just can't wait to play the game. Hopefully the game does deliver on all aspects, or at least most of them anyway. But anyway, Beth Phoenix now a fisherman suplex, and she could be looking to put away Natalya here. Natalya could be about to lose her Divas Championship as Beth Phoenix hooks the leg. 1. And no, Natalya kicks out at a count of 1. Hashtag 1 count glitch. That's another thing I can't wait to be rid of, is the 1 count glitch in 2K14. They won't have that. Just can't wait for 2K14. But now I'm going to focus on the match. As you see Natalya with that, I feel like I should know that move, but I looked it up and now I don't remember what it is. Anyway, Natalya off that maneuver where she dropped her on the back of her head. Now locking in the sharpshooter in the center of the ring. And Beth Phoenix may have no choice but to tap out here. As Beth Phoenix, she's trying to crawl. I don't think she can get a rope break. She's going to have to outlast this sharpshooter, or maybe power out if she can. But Natalya, she could be close to winning this one. But Beth Phoenix, look at the resolve, the strength of Beth Phoenix to break out of the sharpshooter. And now Natalya rolls her up with a small package. 1, 2, 3, and Natalya defeats Beth Phoenix. She got her on the small package there. And maybe that was the only way to put away Beth Phoenix, is she couldn't do it with the sharpshooter. Beth Phoenix refused to tap out. But Natalya, in the end, still walks out the Divas Champion. And Beth Phoenix had a pretty good showing in that one. Beth Phoenix almost walked out with the Divas Championship. She took it to the Divas Champion, Natalya, here tonight. But in the end, it was just not enough. Natalya defeating Beth Phoenix, and it wasn't by a lack of effort on Beth's part. She broke out of the sharpshooter. She refused to tap out. And anyway, Natalya retains the Divas Championship here tonight. What does this mean for the future of the Divas division? Who's going to face Natalya for the Divas title at SummerSlam? I guess we'll have to find out. for our main event contest. Very high stakes in this one. As you can see, the UCW Heavyweight Championship and the WWE Championships are both on the line. The titles will be unified. Dean Ambrose on the left, the UCW Heavyweight Champion Therm on the right. Let's get into this one here as we see Dean Ambrose of the Shield, your current WWE Champion. Therm coming out of the gate with the offense, a spear into a moonsault. And now Therm, he's got a headlock onto Dean Ambrose here. Working now from behind, but Dean Ambrose with a nice counter. Working the arm of Therm here. And now he takes him down, dropping him on the back of his head there, sweeping out the leg. And now here we go. Therm working the arm. As here's Dean Ambrose now. Has him in a headlock. And takes him down by the leg. And Dean Ambrose now, he's got him. No, that's a hard Irish whip, sending him off the turnbuckle here. And Dean Ambrose now spins him around. And going for the O'Connor roll-up. Here we go. 1, 2. This could be over already. But no, Therm rolls through. Therm rolls through. 1, 2, 3. No. Dean Ambrose counters. Dean Ambrose. 1, 2, 3. And Dean Ambrose wins the belts in like 40 seconds. What? Oh, God. Oh, my God. I just lost so many subscribers, didn't I? But, oh, God, my phone is going off. My alarm. I gotta go get some stuff. Anyway. But what? Ambrose wins with a roll-up in what? I mean, at least there's gonna be a rematch at Overboard, but really, like, yeah, so many people hate me, people unsubscribed. I bet I probably just dropped like 1,000, I have no idea, but Ambrose is your new unified champion. Thanks for watching the pay-per-view. Keep on YouTubing.